For some reason, many vegans think that a being needs sentience in order to have rights. Case in point.
If you're in the plant group, I don't think you deserve rights because you're not sentient, you don't have a subjective experience.
But I don't see why that would be the case at all. Rights are categorized in negative and positive rights.
We'll call negative rights the kind of rights which impose on others a negative duty, a duty not to do anything, a duty of non-interference. If I have a right of this sort, all you have to do to respect that right is refrain from blocking me. Negative rights are sometimes called liberties. Now we'll call positive rights the kind of rights which impose on others a positive duty, a duty to provide or act in a certain way. If I have a right of this sort, you respect it by complying. Positive rights are also sometimes called entitlements. So, my right to a lottery ticket or a steak is a negative right. No one can properly interfere with my efforts to acquire these through trade. Freedom of speech is another example of a negative right. I cannot be arrested for speaking out. The right of criminal suspects to an attorney is a positive right. One will be provided.
Where exactly does sentience fit here? Well, almost nowhere. Let's take a negative right, like right to life. If some being has that right, all that means is that we should not extinguish or impede on that life. That's it. As we can see, sentience has nothing to do with it. Also, it's possible to imagine an insentient living thing with such right. There is no contradiction. There is nothing illogical in existence of an insentient living thing which has the right to life. Then about positive rights, it's the same thing. It's possible to imagine an insentient living thing which has a positive right and which is entitled to something. There's no contradiction. Here, sentience is required only from those who are supposed to provide the privileges which positive rights would grant, and that's it. Things don't really need to be sentient in order to have positive rights. In conclusion, sentience is not the necessary condition for having rights. Vegans think that it is because of their sentience-centered ideology.